Hello, thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation, providing an overview of the facilities master planning process that has been undertaken by Idaho Falls School District 91 for about a year. This presentation will provide a brief overview of the options that have been considered to date, the current recommendations that the school district is proposing to the community for feedback, that upon receipt of your feedback will be taken to the board for final consideration this fall. In upcoming community meetings, folks will have a chance to work in small groups at the end of this presentation to provide their feedback as a small group on some wall charts that will provide an opportunity to folks to mark the level of support and comments for each of the options. For those of you listening at home, this presentation will take less than 10 minutes, and at the end, I'll invite you to go to the district website, where on the main page you'll be directed to take a survey to provide your feedback as well. All of the survey will be read and considered as the recommendations are in their final phase of consideration. To date, many options have been considered for the high school, for example, everything from the low-cost renovations and keep on keeping on with our current facility through moderate renovations to replacing it on the existing site to replacing it in full on a new site. Skyline High School, the options considered have ranged from the repair and maintenance, basic repair and maintenance, all the way up to a full renovation of the existing site. Compass Academy, considering its recent renovations, the options have been focused on continued work on the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing of the system and repair. And Emerson Alternative, the options considered has everything from repairs and maintenance of the existing facility through moving the program and reusing the building to moving the program and selling the building. For the elementary schools, options considered have focused on the high condition needs of many of the elementary schools, as well as the utilization imbalance. As part of this consideration, the district has considered changing a grade configuration from current K6, 7, 8 to a K5, 6, 8. Consider the different options therein, which you can read on the screen. Throughout the process, considering all of these options, the district met about a month ago to review all of the options to date, review the data again, and come to a consensus on a set of recommendations moving forward. This slide represents a high-level summary of those recommendations, and the following slides will provide more details as to what each recommendation implies in terms of capital investment and the reasons why the option became the recommendation that it is. First, the district desires to change to a K5, 6, 8 configuration. Second, the district desires to remodel, actually rebuild and renovate Idaho Falls High School on site. Partial new construction, partial renovation. Then renovate Skyline High School, focusing on creating a new secure single point of entry, new guidance counseling suite, learning spaces, and performing arts spaces. Fourth, build a new career tech high school that's independent and in between Idaho Falls and Skyline. And lastly, rebuilding Temple View Elementary and Linden Park Elementaries, repurposing Bunker for an early childhood center. First recommendation, changing to a K5, 6, 8 configuration. To facilitate this, additions will need to be built at the middle schools to accommodate the 6th graders moving. This will be about a 400-seat addition at each middle school. And then upon completion, the district will want to redistrict its elementary boundaries to balance enrollment between the existing elementary schools to make sure that no school is overcrowded while no school is underutilized. The benefits of this configuration: it's a longer instructional day for 6th graders. It provides opportunity for advanced coursework for those 6th graders, and 6th grade curriculum is already aligned to the 7-8 curriculum. 6-8 is its standalone model right now, and so it provides something of an inconvenience, and it's inefficient operating 6th graders as a standalone program at the elementary schools. Provide sixth graders an earlier exposure to sports and the fine arts. And currently, some students who are in late start elementary schools in sixth grade have to lose instructional time in order to take band at the middle schools, and that issue would be eliminated. And this allows the elementary school space to expand to provide full-day kindergarten, which is something that the district believes is coming down the pike at the state level in the near future, and is something that many states and many districts across the country have already moved to. Second, rebuilding and renovating Idaho Falls High School on site. This would be a large project that represents a hybrid approach to the options that have been considered to date. Instead of rebuilding the school entirely new on site, or leaving it alone entirely on site and just renovating it, or building a new school entirely on a new site, this is looking at building some new facilities, demolishing some that aren't worth investing in relative to the cost of repairing them. Pardon me. But keeping the parts that are and doing a partial renovation, partial demolition, partial new construction. Be a large project that will probably be phased over 2 big funding cycles. And the benefits here, this is a hybrid of previously discussed options. It keeps the high school walkable for many current students, maintains the high school presence in the center of town, adds new modern instructional spaces while reutilizing those spaces that are a good investment to continue working in, modernizes the existing infrastructure, and recognizes the fact that the existing facilities in a whole are inadequate as a long-term solution. As mentioned, the cost to renovate those facilities versus the cost to repair in some circumstances just doesn't add up. The high school, for Skyline High School. The focus of this option again is to provide a structured front entrance, single point of entry, the back side of which would include guidance counseling suite, student services counseling, career and college administrative facilities, and some new learning environments. And that would include a new performing arts venue there at Skyline. This would provide improved security and wayfinding on the campus as you drive in. Everybody would be funneled through one single point of entry, and provides performing arts space for the school so that each high school has access to performing arts spaces. Next, building a high school career tech center. The location currently being considered is in between Skyline and Idaho Falls. They're near some current businesses. And the benefits here are it provides space necessary for your current enrollment. You are currently over 400 seats shy at the high school level, meaning that schools are a little full. And not full enough to build, 400 seats is not enough to build a brand new comprehensive high school, but it is a lot over your existing capacity. Additionally, the district wants to offer modern career tech spaces and learning environments and programs for students. And so building a smaller career tech high school that both student bodies can take advantage of will provide equitable access to all high school students to the most modern career tech vocational training equipment and programs the district can offer, while being close to the business community, providing opportunities for internships and externships with those businesses. Next, the elementary level, focusing on building Temple View on a new site, repurposing the existing site for a use to be determined, and rebuilding Linden Park on site while doing renovations to Bunker to allow it to become an early childhood center. The benefits here, this addresses some of the top elementary school needs. You have very high condition needs in some of your elementary schools, these in particular. This option takes care of those worst of the worst, if you will, condition needs the district has at the elementary level, while providing expansion of, allowing for the expansion of pre-K and all-day kindergarten programs. At this point in the community meetings, folks will have an opportunity to work in small groups to discuss each option, provide their feedback, and then feedback will be recorded on large wall charts that will be brought into those meetings. For those of you at home, now's the time. You may visit the district website, and on the home page you'll be directed to take a survey a brief survey outlining these 5 major recommendations and providing you an opportunity to provide your feedback and level of support and any comments you believe pertinent. Note that if you don't see a school listed on one of those 5 recommendations, that means the recommendation is to provide the most needed condition investments in that school, but to maintain that school where it is and more or less how it is, but to make sure to make investments in that facility to take care of its highest needs. If you have any questions, please contact the district prior to answering the survey, and we look forward to your feedback. Thank you.